In 1966, my sister Annie married Carl Wilson of the Beach Boys. Carl was a great guy and loved our family very much. When Lali came to visit from the Philippines, he invited her to join his mother, Audrey, and her sister-in-law, Gwen Korthoff. The Wilsons enjoyed the mountains so much that they built a cabin in nearby Big Bear. The Sunrays were a musical group produced by Carl's father, Murry Wilson, and patterned after the success of the Beach Boys. In this shot, the guys are just returning from a Beach Boys tour of Canada aboard Carroll Shelby's private DC-3 parked at LAX. The tour also included the British duo Chad and Jeremy. The Beach Boys went on tour to Europe in 1966. Once again, they had their own charter plane. In this shot, everyone is waiting for water taxis to pick them up and take them to the city of Venice, Italy. That's Steve Korthoff, Carl's cousin, who was one of the roadies. There's Linda Jardine, Al's first wife, who's the mother of Matthew and Adam. Suzanne Love, and she's the mother of Haley and Christian. There's Al doing his best Sherlock Holmes impression with Bruce following close behind. You can see Carl's reflection in the mirror filming this shot. Bruce and his friend, and Carl and Annie enjoying the beautiful weather. That's Dennis Wilson, cruising into Marina del Rey on his 15-foot sport fishing boat. I'll never forget the time we went out together in the middle of the night to go fishing, and how proud he was of his new radar. It guided us back to the marina safely, even through the thick morning fog. Carl and Annie's house was always the center of a lot of activity, and I would often spend the night there. Dennis would stop by in the morning because he was such an early riser. When his daughter Jennifer was born, Pop told Mom that he wanted to go see her. Mom said that Pop really just wanted to spend some time with Dennis. Those two were crazy about each other. Dennis's first wife, Carol, had a son named Scotty by a previous marriage. Dennis would later adopt him and treated him like his own son. When we first went to Hawaii in 1965 as the opening act for the Beach Boys, Dino, Desi, and I watched over Scotty Wilson while Dennis and Carol went out. Pop used to be an amateur boxer who fought under the name of Doc Schaefer. Here he is giving Dennis some tips and a good left hook. Here he is giving instruction to a young Filipino boxer back in the day. Carl rented the famous Dillingham estate on the island of Oahu, right across the street from Diamond Head. Carl went swimming out in the front of the house one day, and his brother Brian joined him shortly thereafter. Audree brought along her friend Genevieve Terrell, who was a psychic that advised Audree and some of the Beach Boys. Pop used to call her Miss Fortune Cookie, just for fun.
Just had a dream, I don't know what it means, and I really don't care. I was out on a beach, it was just within reach, it could be anywhere. Well, I'd sure like to be where the sand and the sea come together again. I think I'll call up my pals and a couple of gals, and then under a Beach Boy moon, we'll sing Brian Wilson tunes. We don't need an umbrella, orange or yellow. We're sunny side up in June. Under a Beach Boy moon, I'm sitting here thinking, just nodding and blinking, talking right out loud. There's got to be a way to take a holiday, hook up with my old crowd. We'll head on down to the shore, and I'll tell you what's more, we just might make some new friends. And when it's twilight time, we'll let the party begin again. Under a Beach Boy moon, we'll sing Brian Wilson tunes. We don't need an umbrella, orange or yellow. The surf's coming up real soon. Under a Beach Boy moon. Oh, yeah. Now I got me a plan, I'm gonna work on my tan until the sun goes down. I'm gonna lay on my back next to a little grass shack until I'm golden brown. We'll have a barbecue out on the sandy dunes. We'll bring some burgers and buns. We'll have a couple of laughs and then join in with everyone.
One day, Carl chartered a boat and took me and Annie water skiing out in Pearl Harbor.
Boy moon, we'll sing Brian Wilson tunes. I'll tell all the fellas to bring the marshmallows. The flowers will be in bloom. Under a Beach Boy moon, we don't need an umbrella, red, green or yellow. I hope to see you soon. Under a Beach Boy moon. Oh, I'm gonna ride that wave, and I'll be brave. I'm gonna ride, ride, ride that wave. I'm gonna drop on it, bottom turn and do it all again. I'm gonna ride, ride, ride that wave. And the current shifts and I start to drift. It's a perfect day, everything's okay. The ocean is
I'd never been water skiing before, but I learned quickly.
and when the sets roll in, we'll let the games begin. It doesn't matter if it's Mission Beach, Cardiff or Malibu. You just grab your stick and go looking for the feeling that flows on through. You don't have to be Kelly Slater, Rob Machado or a God to Pro. 'Cause when you shred, it's good for your head. There's only one thing you need to know. You're gonna ride that wave, and you'll be brave. You're gonna ride, ride, ride that wave.
Murry and Audree Wilson moved from their home in Hawthorne to a brand new custom-built home in Whittier Heights, just east of downtown LA. As you can see from the interior of their home, it was an interesting, eclectic mix of styles. The music room was very special and reminded me of a chapel. It had aqua blue and green shag carpeting that was popular back in the 60s. On the right side of the room was a beautiful grand piano, and on the left, a Hammond B3 organ. But the centerpiece was the beautiful leaded stained glass window that ran the width of the room. It It represented the Beach Boys and the Sunrays, so I am told by band member Marty DiGiovanni. I find it interesting that Brother Records recording studio in Santa Monica, owned by the Wilson brothers, also had a beautiful leaded stained glass window that was made to represent the solar system.
California sleepwalking, walk, talk all night long. California sleepwalking, will I ever wake in California? California sleepwalking, meet other people who stop and talk. California sleepwalking, someday everyone will wake up in California. In California clocks have no hands. Ooh, I've had enough of them, I've had enough. And people wind up like rubber bands. Can't get enough of them, can't get enough. California sleepwalking, meet other people who stop and talk. California sleepwalking, someday everyone will wake up in California. The West Coast rings with promises. Ooh, I've made enough of them, I've made enough. I can't make fun of these warm, long nights. Can't get enough of them, can't get enough. We're all seeing things upside down. Is that why our eyes glow? Oh, California, sleepwalking, meet other people who stop and talk. California sleepwalking, someday everyone will wake up in California. Will I ever wake in California? Will I ever wake in California? Oh, California sleepwalking, meet other people who stop and talk. California sleepwalking, someday everyone will wake up in California. California sleepwalking, meet other people who stop and talk. California sleepwalking, someday everyone will wake up in California.
That's Haley Love, pushing Jonah around in a stroller. As you can see, Pop enjoyed watching over the kids, just like he had done with me and Annie. In October of 1971, Carl and Annie had another son they named Justin. But making home movies using a 16 or 8mm camera was about to be replaced by a new piece of equipment. In fact, it was an entirely new format. The portable video recorder would forever change the way home movies were made. That's me holding a Portapak with my friends, producer Jim Guercio and drummer Ricky Fattar.
Hey, good looking. What you got cooking?
Dennis, stop it.
Hey, Pop, give her a kiss. Hey, tell me, what did you think of that fight with the sound down there at the Fox Theater?
Terrible.
Well, what do you mean?
Terrible. And all the home gods, their decision was out of sight, Dennis.
Wave to Ricky.
Bye.
Billy, you're on.
Hi.
I don't know, it's pretty dark in here.
I can't. Hi.
We're all going out. Probably get some good light reflected off of this suit. Definitely. A little bit. We're gonna go. Where we're going, I don't know. But I'm ready.
Yeah.
So,
Hi.
we're on our way.